Alpha Ramushwana is our reporter with Eyewitness News, joining us on the line as well. Alpha, thank you so much for your time. I just spoke to the mayor of Johannesburg, who says for now he still hasn't received any communication from the ANC in Johannesburg about their decision, but he's confirming that if really that is the decision they've taken and they communicated to him formally, he will be stepping down. What do you understand about the meeting that took place this weekend?
Well, good afternoon, Clement. The ANC in Johannesburg has been discussing this ever since Dada Morero was removed. Well, not removed, but replaced by Loyiso Masuku as the leader of the ANC in Johannesburg. And you would know by ANC tradition, any regional chairperson automatically becomes the mayor. And so they did have that proposal in January, soon after Dada Morero lost the conference. But then the REC at the time, just 2 months ago, decided that Dada Morero should remain as the mayor of Johannesburg. And they created an entirely new position, which Loyiso Masuku currently holds, for deputy mayor of the city of Johannesburg. So it definitely, from what we are being told by people in the regional executive committee of the ANC in Johannesburg, is that they haven't been seeing eye to eye. In fact, Dada Morero's faction is taking the ANC to court for the outcomes of the regional elective conference, and we're told, Clement, that is the reason why they've decided to recall him. But now, since Johannesburg is a metro, the ANC's national leadership will have the final say. So it's no longer a decision that is taken solely by the REC, the Regional Executive Committee, but the national leadership will now also have to make the final decision. So it's not clear-cut that he indeed will be recalled. It's just a proposal from the Regional Executive Committee.
Yeah, help our listeners understand the dynamics at national level, but also at local level, because my understanding is that, I mean, as you say, this is not the competency of the region of the ANC regional body, but the national party is the one that ultimately takes the final decision, which is where it gets complicated, because when you look at Fikile Mbalula, for instance, he seems to have been supporting Dada Morero. He seems to have backed up the allegations that there were some irregularities during that conference last year. How complicated does it get when the region itself says this is a decision we've taken, but when it gets to national, there are some top leaders of the ANC that have always believed that Dada must see out his entire term?
Certainly a difficult one for the ANC's Regional Executive Committee in Johannesburg, because national leaders also have an interest in what happens in Johannesburg. Not to digress, but Clement, you would know that at any elective conference of the ANC, the branches and the regions of the ANC play an important role in getting those numbers in for presidential and elective votes. And so Fikile Mbalula has been quite close with Dada Morero. He's a Dada Morero ally. Loyiso Masuku, who is against, on the other side of the faction, is Nomvula Masuku, the Deputy Secretary General. I'm just forgetting, Nomvula Mukonyane. Those are allies. And so the ANC national leaders have a lot to consider, Clement, including the fact that we are going to the local government elections possibly in November. Would the Dada Morero recall make sense for the ANC just a few months before the elections? Those are some of the decisions that the ANC's national leadership will have to think strongly about. Also because other political parties, the DA, Action SA as well, are already hitting the ground running. And this is something definitely that's going to hold them back a little bit, Clement. But definitely, Dada Morero, Fikile Mbalula, close allies. Nomvula Mukonyane, Loyiso Masuku, also close allies as well. So the battle also is at top level of the ANC, the national structure.
That's really fascinating. So who's on pole position then to take over from Dada Morero should the national ANC give the green light and rubber stamp this decision of the ANC in the region? I mean, when the deputy mayor came in Loyiso Masuku, it was almost obvious that they are sort of positioning her to get ready to take over from Dada Morero. Do you get a sense that she's the person who's likely to then become mayor if this proposal is accepted at national level? And do you get a sense from what you're hearing, Alpha, that this is the woman who's likely to be the mayoral candidate for the ANC in Johannesburg?
Well, it's certainly likely to be Loyiso Masuku should Dada Morero be replaced. removed, who will replace him. When Loyiso Masuku was elected as the ANC's chairperson in Johannesburg, the regional executive committee was split into two, with some saying that they felt that Loyiso Masuku needed to take charge so that she can have enough time to prepare for the local government elections. But they decided at the time, just 2 months ago, that it would be best to keep Morero in the position. So the REC has always been clear that they do want Loyiso Masuku to take over. You'd know, Clement, that she's the first female ANC leader in Johannesburg, and so it's a milestone for the ANC. The Regional Executive Committee, which was elected in December, is also sort of a generation shift, a generation change. It's a younger cohort of ANC leaders, people who grew up with Loyiso Masuku in the ANC Youth League in about 2014. And so they want to see one of their own leading the city of Johannesburg. And so if the Dada Morero recall does go through, Loyiso Masuku is certainly going to be the one to take over. But as far as local mayoral candidates are concerned, the ANC's national structure is in control of that. The party has received applications from a number of people, Dada Morero and Loyiso Masuku included, for mayoral candidates. And we have been told that Dada Morero has been interviewed, not so sure yet about Loyiso Masuku. And so chances are, if Dada Morero is removed as the ANC leader, there is going to be overwhelming support for Loyiso Masuku to be the mayoral candidate for the ANC in Johannesburg.
All right. Alpha Ramushwana, EWN reporter, thank you so much for chatting to us about these dynamics in the city of Johannesburg. What do you think? Do you support this decision?